everybody, and welcome to another week of Battle Arena. That was the word. Tonight, we're only going to be me and Lucas on an intimate League of Legends date. I'm so excited.
Hello, community. Could you understand it? No. Was it too quiet?
I don't know. But my game sound is really loud.
Awesome.
There we go.
Oh. Nice. Talk about the game now. We see Yasuo, Ryze, Tristana ban, that's pretty standard. Lucian, Kha'Zix, Fizz ban, also pretty standard. Jack's been picked up. Haven't seen that guy for a long time.
Nope, he's been out for quite some time.
Yeah, I was actually wondering when he would... Like, isn't he the counter for Aurelia? So, or a good counter to Aurelia? I think so.
Yeah, I guess he could be one counter at least. But I don't know. I think maybe that people were not picking him up because it kind of swapped to like Lulu top lane, Maokai top lane, and Mundo and stuff. And Jax really didn't have anything to bring to that fight. So I think that was why he went out of favor. But he's still a good top laner though, and he's been out not only in competitive play, but I haven't seen him in solo queue for like months. So
yeah.
Looks like a Lulu top lane, actually, a Morgana support.
Morgana support. I hate when people ban Morgana but leave Thresh open, and then I'm countered by Thresh in bot lane. I hate Thresh. I actually tweeted at Riot the other day and asked them when they would fix the visuals.
Fix the hitbox on the queue. Yeah. It's pretty big.
It's just broken. Like, it's fine if they want to make it so big, so also lower like ranked people can actually hook people, because the projectile flies rather slowly, I think. But then they should like match the visuals with the actual hitbox, because otherwise I'm always standing there. Oh no, I should be fine. It just like passes me, and then it actually connects, and I'm like, wait a second, I could have flashed it if I had known it, or like, sidestepped it. And,
it's kind of weird, but Morgana's Q, her binding is kind of similar. The way the hitbox, at least, is way too big for what the projectile looks like in game. So she kind of needs a fix on that too.
Yeah.
And Nivea mid lane, well, we saw that last week, I think.
Did we? Oh yeah. It was Bird versus Bird.
Yep. Double Bird.
Quinn versus Anivia. And there is actually Thresh being hovered over. I'm not really sure what the purple team is trying to build here, like in terms of team comp. Seems, I don't know.
It's a very strong defensive, like re-engage team comp, but they don't really have a hyper carry.
Yeah.
So it could be a problem for them, but we'll see. Depends a lot on how the lane phase goes.
Yes. Well, they still need a jungler, so maybe. Oh no, Kha'Zix is banned. I was gonna say Kha'Zix would fit probably, but
pretty much everything that's been played a lot in Worlds is what we see banned here.
Yeah.
Yasuo, Ryze, Tristana, Lucian, probably more played than any of those. Oh, not Ryze. Ryze probably the most played, and then Kha'Zix.
Yep.
So.
I'm actually a little bit worried about Ezreal here. I don't know. I don't like Ezreal at the moment.
Nah, you have to be incredibly good with him
Yeah.
to make it work, and even at that point, he kind of falls off. I feel like at some point.
Yeah, I agree.
I have seen a couple of people run him
Yep.
Bloodthirster first.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah, and that seems to like be a real problem to deal with in lane, but then like on second item it takes like what is he gonna take after that? Oh, he could go for more
24s,
damage,
I
but
guess.
he should, yeah, exactly. But that takes so long in the mid game to get that 24s going, so
Well,
it's kind of
24s is just bread and butter for him, so
yeah.
I would never go with Ezreal without 24s. Maybe with a blue build, like, but I don't know. I don't really like that build. They have Jax though for damage, for consistent damage.
Yeah, yeah. Mid
And
lane matchup is just a farm, pretty
and
safe
they have
farm matchup.
like they have with Jax and Vi, they have a really solid ball delivery system. Feel
Oh yeah,
so that
yep.
could pay dividends. Oh yeah, mid lane might just be farm. Yeah. In top lane, I could actually see like Lulu shutting Jax down early game really hard.
Yeah.
And then jungle would be Vi versus J4. Hmm. I guess both pretty similar in terms of strength.
I feel like blue team they have like two divers in Vi and Jax, and they might want to be careful because if they end up jumping one target and then get they get Lulu ultimated and binded, and then they get stunned by Nivea, it's gonna be rough for them. But they could probably pick up one target before they get locked down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I really would have liked to see a hyper carry in the purple team,
Yep. Yeah.
like maybe Vayne or uh,
Well, Tristana was banned, so
Jinx maybe. Yeah, Tristana was banned, so I was thinking about maybe Jinx or Vayne could have fit
yeah.
that role.
Even Cogmore, but he's so weird to play in lanes. He's still pretty strong, but I feel like it's one of the AD carries
Or
that takes
he,
the most practice.
yeah, he would be pretty vulnerable against the enemy team.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do if Vi is like just okay? You have the protection from Morgana and Lulu, and even Anivia offers protection if she wants to. So yeah, well, who would you give it to? I actually I don't want to make predictions because my team always loses.
Same here. Oh, it's
No, I
always
don't want to jinx it.
we always pick the team with the strongest team fight because we think they're gonna head into late game and then they're gonna win the team fights. But the team with the strongest team fight, they sometimes they never group in the
Yeah,
mid to late game, and then nothing
often
happens and they can't use it, and then just it all goes to shit anyways. So
I feel like it's often determined by other factors um, than the team comp or like picked teams most of the times.
yeah, it's like
Other determined by like let's say rotations or reactions and stuff like that. We often see people like get fed in a matchup, but then not having an impact on the rest of the map, or we see strong team fight teams never team fighting or something like that,
yeah.
or messing up a team fight. Or I don't know.
But that's kind of what you normally see in solo queue games. It's hard to like get people on the same line without like voice comm and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
to get everybody
Oh,
to follow the. But we have seen it. I think at least last week we had some good turnaround games where a team was behind like
yeah.
10,000 gold and actually won
Second one.
because Yeah, the second one, and we also had one I want to say 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago with like the Janna one, the team fight where they reset the team fight and then re-engaged, and I was like, we were just talking about how all they need to do is like pull a good team fight, protect Tristana, and then they do it and they win the game despite being down 10,000 gold. But that's easier said than done though to pull that off without like the proper communication between the team. But it will work.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
And when it works, it's just a pleasure.
Yeah, when we had that team fight, Tristana team, I think. Was this? Yeah, it was with the Janna ult. You're right. I remember now.
It was just shield. It was a shield comp.
Yeah,
It was Janna, Lee Sin, and Orianna, and I can't remember what the top laner was. But anyway, they had like three. They had 3 shields or something, 4 shields for Tristana, and then the Janna ultimate to like reset. And they were against like a hard engaged team with Master Yi, and they had so much damage on the other team, but they couldn't get to the AD carry, so it never really worked.
Yeah. What do you think of the bot lane matchup, though?
Well, bot lane matchup is, I would say, heavily in favor of Morgana. Thresh can't really do too much with the hooks and the flay if she's really good with her black shield. So it would be like a fair, like normally like a skill matchup, I would say. But I would always give it to the Morgana simply because the shield is so strong. So
yeah, I agree.
One thing you can do on Thresh, which I find quite useful and been experimenting with for the last couple of weeks, because I always when I pick him, I always get counter picked kind of by Morgana. So what you can do is you can, instead of maxing your flay, which is your E on Thresh, you can actually start 1 point into flay and then 1 point into the hook like normally, and then one in, of course, level 3 one into the lantern and the shield.
Yeah.
And then the next level you want to put 1 into Q, because Morgana normally only puts 1 point into her shield. So and then you put 1 more point into your Q, which means that the black shield will take all the damage from the hook, and then you can still do the re-engage on the hook, and then you get the slow off the flay afterwards. So that could work, but it depends on whether Morgana puts 1 or 2 points into shield during the laning phase.
That's actually a good tip. I never really thought about that.
And it actually works. Like I tested it out a couple of times, and it really works. That black shield is after the nerfs is pretty weak actually on rank 1. So
Morgana starts with Torrents. Interesting.
Yeah. More damage. She probably runs some heavy AP. Yeah, 42 AP on Morgana, so that's gonna be an aggressive lane there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Jax is probably not gonna have the best time of his life versus that Lulu. It's pretty annoying early lane. She's so annoying. Like I can't find a single champion that I enjoy playing against Lulu with. I think she's a pain in the butt, no matter what I do. You have any good matchups for her?
Vladimir?
Oh yeah, some heavy sustain dude. Yeah, I could probably.
Swain, maybe? I don't know.
Just gonna keep an eye on the bot lane level 2 here. Astral and Thresh hits it first. Oh, that's...
Wow.
That's excellent.
I hate Thresh. For a reason.
Is he running... He's not running Ignite now. Okay.
Did they get level 2 first?
Yep. Oh. They pushed it way harder than Morgana and Grace were able to.
Yeah, and Morgana started Q, which you would normally do, so... She has... Oh, only 23 armor, so that's...
Yeah. She put a lot of points into AP. Or runes. Here comes Jarvan for the gank. Wow.
What?
What
was that second flash? Anivia Flash?
Yeah, I think he might have accidentally clicked when he was
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to barrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
She was
still a
afraid
good
of
barrier use.
She was afraid of the Ignite, right?
Yeah.
Really.
But the barrier did save her from it, so she didn't need to flash, but it was probably a
Probably
misclick.
Yeah, you might be right. I was a little bit confused. Good gank though.
Oh. I always forget to realign the champs.
Oh, in the bot. Oh, John walking through the ward, standing on top of the ward. Ooh. She shot flash. Shield yourself. Wow. Okay. Worth in the top lane, I guess. Pull off all the.
Yeah. She didn't have a ward, her trinket down, Lulu. So she hadn't been warding. Or where did she?
I would say it's usually not that big of a problem. You have to flash the VIQ, and I think she failed to do that because Jarvan could follow up with his stun right after. You need to flash the first CC there in that lane, and that's what killed her probably because you can obviously speed yourself up and just zoom away as Lulu usually. Because you never use W in lane for anything. Like, it's pretty uncommon to use W other than to speed yourself up, because it has the other ability as well. Polymorph. Right.
Yep.
Whimsy is if you cast it on yourself or an ally.
Yeah, that's what you, and that works for all lanes. If you see a Vi coming in and she's charging her Q, you should, like, your finger should be resting on your flash, the key you have bound for your flash. Because as soon as you see her release the Q again, you should just flash forward or whatever direction to dodge it.
Many people don't realize that the Q is actually a little bit knock up and CC, which gave Jax the ability to close the gap.
Ooh, flash hook from Thresh didn't land.
Oh, see that. Auto director, please.
That was kind of weird. They had both junglers down in bot lane, so they want to try something. But
Orianna, you might be dead.
Yeah, she's pushed.
She has slow reactions. I don't know if
the wall saves.
I was gonna say, I'm actually interested that Jax opted to go for the Doran's shield in top lane. I would probably have started with Flask against Lulu. Most of the harass is the passive and the Q.
Oh, Orianna not doing the best job of dodging the stuns from Anivia, yeah. So, but here comes Vi. Good barrier.
Good wall. And Vi is out of mana.
Yeah. Both junglers actually pretty active.
She hasn't bought yet. I'm not a fan of waiting too long to upgrade to Spirit Stone or like the middle item, to be honest, because it gives you like a really good sustain, and you want to buy wards and stuff like that. Oh man, that could backfire in top lane. Yeah,
but they just stole away the blue buff. Blue team stole red team's blue buff.
Oh wow!
So
this directed camera is not really working for me today.
Vi had it warded and saw that Jarvan was heading top, but he knows, so he's stealing there in return. So nice plays all around. Yep. Both junglers actually pretty active here, putting a lot of pressure on the lanes early, and both of them are really strong early game junglers, strong ganking junglers.
This Jarvan that's really dangerous. If Vi was there, like, he would have been dead.
Or Jax could kill him 1v1.
Yeah, right. And Lulu was didn't have ultimate, and yeah, that was not the wise decision. As I said, I would like Vi to go home a lot earlier. Like what is it now? It's 9 minutes. She wasn't home. Like.
Yeah, Javin is coming
Okay,
out
she's
with
not
his
low,
second.
but she's not getting any mana back, or like. I don't think it gives mana. No, it's not. Like, she's not getting mana back really, and you do want to buy wards. Oh. Okay, that was a lot of use for.
Wow.
Oh, the turnaround. I was just gonna say they went way too far there, like. Or didn't really execute it.
She still have they should be happy they got her egg.
Yeah.
And then they could have returned. There's no reason to give her a kill as well. Just get the egg, back off, and then let the jungler come back.
Well, I think
and
they
finish the job.
Might be dying for red buff here and again. Yeah, but I think they didn't even do anything after they got the egg. They just went too far below the turret.
Yep.
Oh no, right. I think they failed to execute it perfectly, and then Orianna flashed forward.
Yeah, Orianna did a weird flash afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rewind for it here. But they get a really good combo.
Again, the top lane, Javin is running through the ward. He has Cataclysm available. Morgana isn't hitting any binding. I haven't seen her hit any binding, which is not the best.
Not with all that AP.
Yeah,
there comes a binding.
Now she.
But what's going on with the skill points here? Okay. Good re-engage by Javin here.
Yeah. They shouldn't. You shouldn't go aggressive if you know the jungler was just there and.
Oh, flash.
Oh.
Oh.
Good flash.
This is getting messy.
Oh.
Holy shit.
The Vi.
Yeah. Okay. That was an excellent flash from Javin. To get out of that, he probably would have died on the tower.
And good roam from Anivia. Q.
Okay.
That's one way to kill people. Just put your ultimate down. Yeah. Orianna's just farming in mid lane. Good. Okay, she's pushing now.
Which is what she should be doing when she just saw Anivia top roaming. She should get.
We don't know if she did, like when she was recognizing it and was pinging it.
Yeah. But at least she should push it up, so Anivia's gonna miss some CS, at least 1 or 2 waves, while she's roaming.
Jax is also running Ignite, contrary to Lulu Teleport. She got the turret top.
Oh.
They should push for Dragon soon. Purple team. Good binding.
So regarding the Morgana, she was running a lot of AP as we talked about, but she's been dividing her points between Q and W.
Okay.
And while I feel W is a really good, the pool is a really good tool to push lanes if you're getting pushed.
This mid lane. Oh, the bait.
The action.
Okay. Good read, though.
But the stun lands
are really spot on. Cataclysm's not yet available. Will come up shortly. Oh, Anivia, careful. Oh man, that was really a dangerous move by Anivia. Oh, Ezreal ultimate. Banana!
Yep.
That banana. Okay.
Challenge should be careful here. Okay, what else? I was saying, with that amount of AP, I feel like your binding is gonna be what saves your lane here, because Graves has pretty good like he has a pretty good push. He shouldn't be able to get pushed out by Ezreal and Thresh. He can just like queue the waves and then they're back to standard lanes. So I feel like the binding should be maxed here from Morgana, and then she could do more poke damage onto a Thresh, so he wouldn't risk the engage if he was at half HP, because then he would just be bursted down by Graves.
Oh yeah, and well, I agree. Another point or another argument for it would be the cooldown reduces if you skill it, and the W cooldown isn't really helping you at all.
No.
On the top lane we have a skirmish at the red buff.
There's been a lot of jungle action this game.
Yeah.
Both junglers just counter jungling and ganking.
Well, they seem to have a really good read. Oh man, this Graves is going ham.
Oh, Ezreal ease forward. That's pretty dangerous move.
Oh man, the exhaust was just too much. Wow. Oh,
Morgana didn't get his.
He wrote I misclick Graves.
Yeah,
that is.
That was
They're actually
close.
opting for Dragon now.
Morgana didn't get her ultimate down as well. That could have probably done some damage and at least killed Ezreal. Probably not Thresh, but Ezreal. Here comes another mid lane gank. Oh!
Ash.
And he actually missed his knock up, so there's no reason to flash, but okay.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry, I guess. Orianna doing a good job on keeping up on CS though.
Yeah.
But Anivia got 3 kills.
Yeah, despite the kills, right. I don't know, I feel like Lulu needs to do stuff now. She's just sitting in top lane.
And she's also ahead on CS, but as we know, Jax is like not to be taken lightly after he gets like Blade of the Ruin King and another item.
He's
so
roaming.
Yeah. TP from Lulu here. Good read from Jarvan to stick around mid lane.
Oh, that is actually a
really strong teleport from Lulu. And,
and the combination of Lulu, Anivia, and Jarvan is just like with the Cataclysm.
Yeah.
They were both in there and couldn't get out, so that's a really good combination of abilities there. And like well used. Ooh! Jax is actually going for Hexagon Blade. Interesting. Haven't seen that item for a long time. No, shield yourself. What the?
Oh, the binding. Close.
The shield was too late. Should have gone for shield and then Q when you run away. Was the wrong order of skills by Morgana there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna replay it here. Let's see what happens.
Think.
Well, first of all, the water spots Vi a little too late. And yeah, the shield is not on time. The ulti is
Oh, good hook in the line there. Yeah, that's a... Man, this Ezreal is going ham. Infinity Edge first. Oh, I'm sorry. This Thresh is going ham. 4-0. Who needs assist on support? Captain Doa approves.
He should have gone for the Soul Stealer with that amount of kills.
What was your fault, please?
Yeah. Both.
Honestly, though, I don't know what. First of all, I see that he didn't change the trinket yet, which we talked about it so many times, which you always should do earlier if you buy the side stone. Swap
When
trinket as support.
when you get the Sidestone as a support, swap your trinket for the sweeper. Get a pink ward. Uh, Probably get a pink ward earlier too, but always carry a pink ward at that stage of the game, I would say. So
What do you consider? What do you consider, or do you know if there are any like aggressive items on support Thresh? If you're ahead and want to continue killing, like for example on Morgana, you would buy more AP or something like that. If you're ahead and want to continue killing, would you...
if you're that far ahead,
Oh man, there was a lot of stuff invested in midnight.
yeah,
or
three
on Thresh.
guys, three
Okay.
guys mid lane for nothing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, on Thresh, I would say if I'm that far ahead, I would go for like a strong tank item like Randon's Omen. If there's a lot of AD that I need to counter, and
You think so?
because
Would
he's
you want to buy damage on Thresh in some sort of damage or engage opportunity in order to keep killing?
no, I would just be like the nuisance in a team fight and just like stand in the middle of a team fight and tank all the damage I can for my teammates, I would say.
Okay.
Because he doesn't really benefit too much of either AP or AD, I feel like. AP is pretty much just for his ultimate. It has a 1-to-1 scaling, I think, actually. So, but that's hardly
Oh man,
what makes him
Morgana's
strong.
binding are not really. Oh,
Yeah.
Darren sneaked in there. Skill shots used.
Here we go.
Go ahead now. Kill the support. You won't catch him. Okay.
Oh, Morgana, that's
Oh,
risky.
That was not the best flash. Last Whisper on Ezreal second. I'm not sure about that pickup.
Nope.
There's not a lot of armor on the purple team
Nope.
at this point.
Not yet. Just Triforce.
You could probably better build Yuumu's Ghostblade if you want to have the pen.
Yeah.
After Infinity Edge, because it really synergizes well with Infinity Edge, the Ghostblade, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, or I guess, but I don't know. I would rather hear on Carlos' opinion in that regard. But or maybe 24s after it. But I don't know.
Yeah, or at least maybe just Brutalizer and not finishing Ghostblade. That could be an option too, and then going Triforce. So you would be Eye Edge, Triforce, and Brutalizer at that point. I feel that's a pretty... But it's Ezreal, so it's you can build so much weird stuff on that guy at the moment.
They timed the dragon good, perfectly. There's a ward though at the back end, and in the pit as well.
Red team knows it.
But they cannot collapse in time, I think.
Here comes
teleport
the teleport.
Ooh, way too late. Morgana, go in and use ultimate if you want to engage.
There we go.
And then Nivea is basically zoned from the fight. Graves isn't there. That was not the best communication by purple team.
Graves wasn't really anywhere to be found during this fight. Too bad, because he has a lot of damage.
They should have just given up on Dragon, to be honest. Don't go in.
Re-engage.
Why?
Graves, ulti. Jesus Christ. They were like, he could have ultied in the middle of that Cataclysm and got like all 5 of them actually. Okay, they're just trying to defend this tower, which is, I feel like, is like a lost cause.
Yeah, they don't have really... Okay, they have a Nivea for wave clear, but...
Yeah, but she's based though.
Oh. Ultimate. Oh, that flash.
Fairly even still. 1,000 gold between the two teams.
Oh yeah.
Blue team picked up both dragons. And
possible.
But red team has like the most fed carries in Graves and Anivia, so.
Talk about items. Why they all go shopping.
Hextech, I'm not sure.
And Stinger next. He's probably going for Zephyr, I assume.
Yeah. I feel like Blade of the Rune King is such a strong item.
And Trinity, obviously.
Yeah. That it's the better option, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's more consistent damage, at least.
I'll probably agree. I like that he's buying wards and has a pink ward. I think Lulu is building okay. I would probably bid the same. Just like exactly the same.
Yeah, Murillo and then Sonya's coming up next. Maybe some magic pin boots or whatever, cooldown boots, whatever she needs.
Yeah. Okay, then the junglers. Ancient Golem on Vi.
Yeah. Well, she has a lot of damage on her team, so she probably thought she was gonna be the soul tank, and then.
Well, but then she's going for Brutalizer next.
Yeah.
Let's catch there. 4 and 2. Shockwave misses.
Oh, Astral. Good ulti by Morgana here, but they don't have the damage for it. Unfortunately.
And it doesn't even tether the second time. Oh man, there's like Lulu is like really hard out of position.
Oh, Graves chasing that kill too long.
So get out, get out, get out.
Astral so low. Just 1 Q. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Lulu is probably farming top lane too hard or like too much of the time. She should have probably stayed with the team.
And red team's trying to surrender here. Why? I don't know. They might be a little bit behind, but that team comp is so strong though when they get the Jarvan and the Anivia ulti off, and then they can just like keep them alive forever with the Morgana shields and the Lulu shields. They should have a good chance if they don't split up, which they just did.
Vi just bought Black Cleaver.
I think she bought Blade of the Rune King and traded it for Black, or like undid it. I just saw.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just saw Blade of the Rune King. I was gonna comment on it, but that's probably yeah. I much prefer Black Cleaver in that case, but I don't think she's gonna get that many autos off on this team, anyways.
Yeah.
But as you said,
I would like to see X-Drinker for her. They have so much magic damage on purple team that.
Or Aegis, but Thresh already has his locket. So.
Yeah. Oh.
But remember that Aegis or Locket of the Iron Solari, it stacks twice on the characters that are carrying it. So in this case, Thresh and Vi could be able to buy one each and stack it actually, which would be a really good pickup as well.
Yeah.
You touched on the jungler items. Why she started tanky with
Good flash from Lulu. Good flash. That's how you flash Vi. And don't flash Vi while Vi has ultimate on you. It's also something you wouldn't do.
It's a really nice flash.
Oh man, they're not really.
This is a weird team
fight.
fight.
Like really, what is Vi? They kill Vi. They're man.
She was all alone.
Yeah.
So Graves needs to put some damage down here.
Anivia's not there.
He has some really good damage. Yeah.
Gosh.
Okay, just to finish the jungler items. So you thought it was weird that she started with Spirit of the Ancient Golem and then went damage items afterwards.
No, I can see Ancient Golem working on vibe, but what you wanna like make use of is the passive from Ancient Golem, which amplifies your health. Oh man, which amplifies the health you have. So if you go Ancient Golem, you have to go tank route all the way.
Yeah,
I think, in my opinion, and that's why I think Elder Lizard gives her more flexibility, because you can go tank after building Elder Lizard or go.
Also, you need the damage for your ganks. Wow, the Orianna ulti.
That was really nice.
That shockwave.
And they got the dragon. Man, they're really pulling ahead. Blue team pulled ahead 7k gold.
Yep. I feel like red team has been on tilt ever since that surrender vote. They haven't been grouping or doing anything really useful since.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they don't have the damage on the AD carry, and they try to engage when they should actually play defensive now, I think. Like, ward up your jungle. Like, look at the wards, please.
Yeah, like no red
really
wards.
Yeah, there's not really much happening in terms of red wards. If you can, you could switch the view, you know, if you want to make it clear for the people watching.
Oh yeah, the fog of war. Yeah.
No Baron ward at all when it's a really dangerous possibility. Anivia shouldn't clear that alone without backup vision. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, blue team is not too well warded either, so
yeah,
both teams lacking in the wards a bit.
They had both of the pink wards in the river, in the death bushes, so that gives you like a decent. Look at the mobility boots on the blue team. Wow, they're really trying to make picks here.
Yeah, and they succeed.
It's working, I guess. Yeah. I really
the hooks.
I really don't like the itemization of Jax, but it's working, obviously.
Well, I feel like he would be outputting more damage with the Blade of Ruin King, actually.
Yeah, right. Look at the weird amp tone. Oh, now he bought she. Okay. Ooh. They have a lot of poke with Ezreal and Ori. Yeah, they get the blue buff of Anivia, so Anivia cannot wave clear all day, which is really important. Okay, otherwise, I don't really know. Like, Anivia build is pretty, like, messy because you can build at least Froggen can build all of the stuff.
That's probably what I would go for a Sonya's at some point too.
Oh yeah.
Because they have you can put the ulti down and then like be defensive, and if Jax and Vi they come after you can just Sonya's.
Sonya's is actually a really good counter for Vi ultimate.
Yep.
And then Orianna build is pretty standard. Pretty good.
Just gotta be sure that you hit the Sonya's before she actually gets to you. Yeah. Red team really needs to group here. Grace was bot lane in pushing. They don't have
any wards. Like,
yeah,
it's really hard to. If you don't have wards, you have to stick together to get the vision down, and just like be defensive. Wait for them to dive you.
Good job by blue team swapping all of their trinkets though. Like around 25 minutes. Everybody swapped to sweeper. Oh, why are you fighting? Anivia's not there. This makes no sense. It's a really good engage by Jarvan, like skill-wise, but just look at the minimap and realize that your teammates are not there. You shouldn't be engaging.
Well, that's pretty, that's throw.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They've been on the back foot since I'd say 10 minutes at least. So
it's so hard playing from behind with a team like this.
Well, yeah, but it's not too bad because if they dive you have a really, really good protection, lock them down comp. Imagine they dive the turret. You can Anivia Q, you can Morgana ult, you can lock them up with Jarvan ult, and protect your guys with Lulu. It's like, and you have good wave clear with Anivia, so it's not. And also Morgana and Graves wave clear pretty good as well, and Lulu obviously too. So they have a pretty good anti siege comp, I feel.
Yeah.
They just need to use it because they're running around in their jungle with subpar vision and getting caught and then obviously engaging, which is like sometimes maybe a good advice would be like sometimes if someone gets caught clearing wards in your jungle, if you're behind, just let him die and group at your turret again.
Yeah.
I feel most like sometimes people try to like save this guy or something like that when he's dead for sure. Like there are situations where you just want to let this guy die and go back, regroup, wait for him to get back up. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
No,
we see that happen a lot though.
Don't. No.
Good shield though.
Oh man.
But they don't have any damage, unfortunately.
No. Yeah.
Graves is running away.
Quadra kill. Yeah.
It's so important. AD carry is a ridiculous hard role to play, but it's so important that you stick to your team. Position is everything. So, and you can see how much it actually costs the team right here. I know they are behind, and if they had a proper like engage and everybody was there, they probably wouldn't have won the fight either. But this was just like straight up 5-0. And they really don't need that if they want to win this game, red team. Jax did die, but that was on a turret, I feel like. Must have been. He didn't die in the fight, did he?
No, I mean, I think blue team was scattered around. Like Orianna joined pretty late. But then again, they were too far behind. Like they couldn't deal with all the damage by the 4 blue team guys, and Orianna caught up really fast.
Yeah. Okay. Jax did die in the fight, so they didn't have
What are
him.
they doing now? Like, don't.
Yeah.
Why is he actually flashing forward to get in range? Wow, beautiful Ezreal ultimate there. And we are laying down perfect zoning tool, the ultimate, but not enough.
Nice wall.
Oh man. Oh! Shockwave misses. See ya. Lulu.
That is a probably game.
I'm not gonna talk about bad Ezreal again. I feel like I jinxed it. Boom. Oh, got that one.
Graves has really good damage, but he's not been able to put it down in teamfights.
Yeah, he needs to attack. Ooh, the Mikhails. Not enough. Okay, that was maybe a little bit of a cocky moment.
Yeah, they should probably just try and kill Graves and finish the game, but okay. We'll get another round of teamfights.
Yay.
Round 3. Fight!
Fight!
Fight! Wow, did you watch the intro on Friday at Worlds with a Korean caster? He did like an intro in Korean, half English kind of thing. Wow, that was the best. Go and watch that. Everybody go and watch that. That's hype at the max. Back to this game though. Items. We already touched on junglers. They're both switching over to... No, Vice still went Brave the Rune King.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's
it doesn't really
so far
matter
behind.
because, yeah.
Far ahead, sorry. Not far behind. But I would have probably... I would have gone for... Okay, maybe Brave the Rune King, but then I would have bought GA. Because she's gonna go in and probably die because she's diving the team, but it doesn't matter because her team just picks up the...
She bought captain boots. Oh, the wall! That's fine. She bought captain boots, and I think she's buying frozen mallet.
Do we really want to discuss frozen mallet?
I know.
I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those items that's just
Needs
really
fixed. Needs
weird.
fixed.
Yeah.
They're actually going to. Okay. Just tank it up. Okay. They were coming. Let's see. Yeah.
80 carry items. They're actually pretty even. I'm just gonna check the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 gold advantage for Ezreal, but nothing too crazy. And Graves definitely has the farm advantage
I
in
think
this
Graves
game.
got 2 shutdowns. Like,
Yeah.
they was behaving.
Also, the reason Ezreal is down like 50, 70 CS is because Resh has his or started the Relic Shield, and of course has Face of the Mountain now. So he's been doing some last hitting for, and of course giving Ezreal some gold. So that's why.
No. It's counted for both.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, they changed it a while ago.
Wow. Okay. Vi took down Anivia on her own. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Vi died. So Jax is holding up 2 people in mid lane, but oh. No.
Like, why aren't blue team just grouping and finishing?
Yeah, I hate people doing that. Some people
Graves,
are just like,
Graves
oh,
need
we're
to get
so
back out.
far ahead.
Oh, Graves.
Flashes forward. Oh, nice hook. Man, this champion. Super OP. Do the turret, Ezreal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Probably your best choice. Here comes Lulu though.
That tasted purple.
Yeah, that tasted like one dead Lulu. Oh no. Maybe not. He's out of mana though.
Ezreal's out of mana, yeah. I can thrash too. Oh man, this thrash.
They burn everything.
Yeah.
Like, this is how little damage red team has. They took like 10 minutes to kill Ezreal.
Oh.
Too bad.
Okay, what you want to do now is group for Baron, get top, and finish the game.
Yep. Yeah, get
And
Baron and
I
then
always-
guess the next step.
I always write that stuff into the chat, like, here's the plan, guys. I don't want to throw, because I saw a lot of games where people got cocky and then we lost the
Yep.
game in the end.
And if people get pissed off for you at writing, like, if they feel like you're giving out orders in the chat, you could just be like, okay, like, do you have a better idea? And then,
Yep.
like, it's really quick to do, like a, not a vote, but people would probably agree with you, and then they just go for your call instead of the other
Man,
guys.
is this deal real? Ooh,
Nope. But the Orianna damage is real though.
Oh, and Graves, ultimate Graves, Lulu ultimate onto
Yeah.
Graves.
Cleaning up the fight.
Cleaning up my closet.
Wow, Vi. Okay.
That was 2 for 2. Oh!
Oh, here comes Ezreal. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him.
Oh man.
It's too bad there's no follow-up for Jarvan here. I feel like he's been doing a lot of really nice stuff, but team is not really catching his drift or...
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to follow up because Jarvan has such a huge distance. He can travel with QE or EQ and then ultimate.
XPK! Or something.
Ezreal.
Yeah.
Ezreal.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like we already touched on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, probably not. I'm just gonna have a look at the match history and the gold. Wow, okay. pretty even for like the first 20 minutes, pretty much.
Yeah, and then it swung into
And then it
space.
just went nuts. I just wanted to check the Morgana starting items. That was Doran's into. Yeah, this is the problem with. Just gonna bring this build up real quick. This is the problem with building Doran's early on a support. If you don't win lane anyway. So Morgana started like heavy AP, looked really good, and then they did manage to hit level 2, and the lane kind of snowballed there. She had no defensive runes or masteries whatsoever, so it's really squishy, and Thresh and Ezreal took advantage of that, got the first kill, and kind of pushed out the lane for most of the game. And what happens then is you get your Sightstone, and then you have to build your support item, which could either be the medallion or the Frost Queen's. Can't remember what the names are, but
Frost Queen's Claim.
yeah, but that's the upgraded one. I can't remember isn't it?
Spell Thieves.
Spell Thieves, exactly. That's the one. So, and that's kind of late to get those because at 15 minutes, your laning phase is going to be over pretty soon, and the gold you get from the auto attack harass for Spell Thieves Edge is probably not going to do a lot for you. So, going for the medallion and then the talisman is probably a good call. But I feel it's still a little too late. Like you should probably start one of those items instead of the Dorans. And the AP like difference is not huge. It's 10 AP difference between a Doran's ring and a wow, no, I forgot it. Lucas, bring me the name.
Spell Thieves.
Spell Thieves Edge.
Dear Doctor. Also, obviously you wouldn't benefit from the passive of Doran's Ring, which gives you mana each time you kill a minion, because you're never killing a minion.
Yep.
So that's not really there, and I don't know. Like I feel like Doran's is just. She was also missing a lot of bindings. So that was not really working out. And they got the all-in level 2. They got the kill onto Morgana.
Yep.
Yeah. So
it didn't affect Graves' lane too much. He was actually doing pretty well. And
yeah, he was doing pretty well.
Yeah, but of course Morgana didn't really get the same gold and experience as Thresh got, so he was probably ahead for most of the game. I don't feel like there's too many other item choices that are really too weird. Maybe I don't know if the Tiamat on Jarvan, I don't know if that was like kind of a troll because he was frustrated about losing or whatever, but that's
no, it's a viable item.
It is a viable item, but not if you're the only engage on your team and you're behind already.
Well, I can't see the reasoning behind it, because he wanted to. He felt like his team. He probably felt like his team was lacking damage, and he felt like he would need to do more damage, because they were like. Oftentimes they were closely, like almost killing people. That's what I wanted to say. And I guess he felt like he needed some damage. And Tiamat is not a bad item on J4.
Oh, definitely. It's a strong item on him, but it came 40 minutes in, and I feel like that's probably too late, and he's not gonna be able to turn team fights around with that. He needed to be like the beefy. He was pretty much the only tank, or he was the only tank on this team, so he should be pretty beefy.
Well, you can play without tank if you have Lulu.
Yeah, true. And he did have the backup, but they had so much damage on blue team.
I feel like, I don't know, I think I said that last week, but if you're the jungler and you're doing physical damage, and you have a AD carry who's not doing too bad, how about that Black Cleaver? Shredding your armor, shredding the armor, which you do as Jarvan with the with your Q. I can't remember the name. So it synergizes really well. You can shred the armor with a good EQ for Graves, and then Graves can just clean up.
Yeah.
And it's obviously flat reduction of armor, and then Graves adds the percentage with the Last Whisper, so you have both kinds of armor reduction. So maybe instead of, I think it's also pretty expensive, the Tiamat. I don't know how expensive it is. 1900, okay. Black Cleaver is a little bit more expensive, I feel. It's like 2.6 or something like that. But still, like, if you want to build damage, and you have, or he built some tank items first. Like I think he had the Randuins before the Tiamat, and then maybe go for Black Cleaver rather than Tiamat, just because it helps you AD carry. And Graves wasn't doing bad, so too bad. So yeah, end. The end.
That was the end. Yeah. Strong comp from blue team, and they were really ahead for the majority of the game due to their dragons, which kind of surprised me because they didn't have a TP, so I would say that purple team would have the advantage of the early map presence because they have a Lulu who can TP in and join the fights. But
yeah,
she has to use it to get back into lane a lot of the
feel like,
times.
yeah, I feel like in terms of for Lulu, I think it's not like the biggest of deals, and it's not like absolutely not the sole point of losing the game. But I felt like she should have roamed a little bit more, or make use of teleport to bot lane, or I don't know, go for a mid lane gank or group with your team earlier. I felt like she was a little bit too often in top lane farming for herself.
Yeah.
When she's actually like, what I mean, if you're Lulu, like, you're a team player, you know, like you want to ult someone, you want to slow people, you want to give shields, and if you have like, it doesn't really matter if you have like 100 AP doing that, or like 150 AP, you know?
Yep.
Like it's not really a huge difference, I think.
True. I totally agree. It's but the problem, or the reason why she didn't do a lot of the TP stuff was because she actually got forced out of lane quite a few times.
Oh, yeah.
And the junglers were very active in both mid and top lane, so there was a lot of pressure there to deal with, and she had to use the TP to get back into lane. But she was ahead on farm on Jax most of the game, so she did a good job in that respect. But it's hard with like the teleport. It's still a hard summoner to master. I feel like, to know how to use it. But she's like one of the best champions to practice TPs on, because she has such a strong turnaround when she TPs in a fight, and everybody think, oh, we can just kill this person, and then Lulu comes in and like ultis and shields all around, and then they're like, oh god damn it, we just went all in on a person who didn't die anyway, and the fight turns around, right? So.
I actually disagree. I think I feel like it's rather difficult to use teleport on her.
No, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying she's a good one. She's a good champion to practice it with, because you're required to like turn the fight around instead of just teleporting in and then just like going in straight into a fight and using your abilities that way. So
I think like people like Malphite or Maokai do a lot better because they have a really good engage tool for a gank in bot lane, and if you use a ward behind the enemy team, or they run like um, how do you say, like they run over your ward, and you can flank them.
Yeah.
And you have Malphite or you have Maokai with pretty, like Malphite obviously has like pretty reliable CC and Maokai has reliable CC. And it's much more like impactful. Even Rise.
Yeah, I was about to say Rise
But
1 too.
people think like if I'm playing Rise in top lane and I have teleport, I think like, oh no, I need to farm. I'm not good early game. I need to get late game before I can make use of it, and then like the laning phase is over,
Yep.
when I think, okay, I can now like make use of my W in a gank, you know.
Yeah, definitely those like
Well, there are
those
more.
three are more like they do way more damage in team fights than Lulu probably does. So um so in that case, yeah,
I
that's
think because the reason why I'm saying this is you don't really recognize Lulu as a primary ganker,
no, not
and
at
that's
all.
what you're looking for if you teleport. Obviously, you're right. All everything you said is right, but people don't realize that, and or they don't feel that they can do that stuff.
It's two different kinds of ganks
Yeah, absolutely.
or map pressure. Rise is like a TP in, room prism, and then just burst somebody down real quick, and then he's out of there. That's it. Lulu is more like the counter TP. I would say she's you don't want to probably do an aggressive TP with her. I don't see that working too well. Like
What
what
works with yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
it's like you have the slow on your Q, but you don't have any other hard CC.
It works with like Singed, Renekton, even Riven. Malphite, obviously, Maokai, just scrolling through the champions here. J4 if you play him top lane. Irelia.
Oh yeah, definitely J4. Because he has, even though if you TP in on a ward and then everybody's flash away, you still have like massive distance you can cover as Jarvan, and you're probably still gonna catch him with like a flag combo into ulti. So that's a strong TP top laner too.